Jacob Frenkel is the chairman of JPMorgan International, JPMorgan Chase International, joining us from Italy, as I'd mentioned, to give us some reaction to what is going on right now in Europe. Jacob, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Okay, I want to start off with the news that we just got coming out from Europe, and the equity markets, in fact, are rallying on this, which is that the European finance ministers have come together and they said, look, we're going to set an overall ceiling to rescue the region's countries at $1.1 trillion. Is that going to be enough?
Well, it is a lot of money if things that are supposed to be done are being done, and it's not enough if things that are supposed to be done are not done. We must understand the issue in Europe today is not just the financial resources, but the economic policies that need to be in place in order to secure competitiveness, growth, and eventually employment. The necessity of creating this type of a budget is in order to ensure that the markets are convinced that there is a firewall that indeed will protect those countries from the contagion from abroad while they are doing the right policies. So I emphasize again the policy. So this is a necessary but not sufficient condition. The rest is still to be done.
Well, who do you think is implementing the best policies right now, in your view?
Well, I'm not going to give grades, but the important thing is I think that policymakers in Europe have now recognized that their back was to the wall, that there aren't too many opportunities for another new beginning, and that this is the time. And they know that the referendum is being done on a daily basis by their citizens, and therefore I just hope that they will implement the right policies. The right policies mean that there will have to be some hardship in the beginning. You cannot promise the citizens that it's going to be an easy ride,
right,
but you can promise that if the ride is taken, it may bring them to the other side of the Gulf.
Jacob, just quickly, the other day we had S&P, Standard & Poor's, come out and say that there is a very good chance that we may be faced with another Greek debt restructuring. What are the chances of that?
Well, the issue, I think, is not yes or no Greek restructuring, but yes or no orderly restructuring. So as long as it is done orderly, then I am less excited by it, and I think that if that's the case, then so be it. It will be a mistake, however, to prevent the restructuring by pretending that everything is sailing well.
Okay, all right, Jacob, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Jacob Frenkel, the chairman of JPMorgan Chase International, joining us from Italy.